all Sydney Screams here, and today I have got the Tracy's dog Swirlii. Yes. Yes. I love panty vibes. Let's just cut straight to the point. I love panty vibes. I love exhibitionism. I love wearable technology. I love panty vibes. And Swirlii from Tracy's dog is a panty vibe that is wearable and insertable. Yeah. This super cute design is awesome. It's awesome. There are two independently controlled motors, one that controls vibrations in the base here, and this motor, or the motor for this end, rotates. That's right. To use it, all you do is press the power button. You want to press and hold until it turns on. It'll give you a single vibration to let you know that it's on. Then there's a handy dandy remote control where the top button, those squiggly lines, they control the vibrations, and the bottom button controls the rotation. So check this out. There are 3 speeds, so that's speed 1, speed 2, and speed 3. That motor is a little bit louder than the vibration mode. To turn off just that, all I have to do is press and hold the corresponding button, and then to turn on the vibrations, I just quickly press, and it's pretty quiet. It's pretty quiet. When I was testing this, one of the things that I did is I would have it on, I would have it not quite at full power. I'd have the rotation at full power, but not the vibrations at full power. And I would have a conversation with my wife and just see if she noticed anything. She didn't. She didn't notice anything at all. It was only when I specifically asked her, "Can you hear that?" that she was able to hear the motor for the rotations. So I think that's pretty cool. I love a nice quiet vibrator, especially when it comes to exhibitionism, because I can have this in very discreetly. It's not super loud, and maybe nobody's ever going to notice that it's in, except me and whoever has the remote. Each charge will last for about an hour, which isn't a ton of time if you're like out running errands and you have this in. But honestly, that's not a huge deal breaker for me, because some of the excitement of Swirlii and having it in is just leaving it inserted while you're out doing your thing. My personal favorite way to use Swirlii was at home while doing chores. I don't know, I liked to tease myself, I guess. I also liked to use this during strap-on topping. I've kind of backstepped a little bit on my previous stance with strapless strap-ons. I like the idea in concept, and in my brain, I like the idea. However, in actuality, what ends up happening, especially with anal, is it starts off like this. This end is inserted in me, this end is inserted in my partner, and the suction, the vacuum of anal causes it to turn one way or the other. And the egg that's inserted into me turning to the side is actually incredibly uncomfortable. And so I've switched to using either a pussy plug like the faux phallus fringe panty, or the Uberine Sensei, or most recently, the Tracy's dog Swirlii. I really enjoy having it in. It's a really nice way for me to experience pleasure while I am strap-on topping, which is this thing that I hear a lot of people talk about, like, oh, I wish the person throwing strap was able to have stimulation from this, like that sucks. Using a pussy plug or a panty vibe is a really great workaround, and that's even coming from someone who has thick thighs, who, like a strapless strap-on, I don't need a strap to keep it inserted because my thick thighs help. But this is much more comfortable. It's not like shifting inside of me in uncomfortable ways when I am strap-on topping. Plus, then my partner can choose any dildo that she wants, and like, it's not a big deal. Anyway, this is made with body safe silicone. It is waterproof submersible, so you can wear this in the bathtub, you could wear this while swimming, you can wear this in the shower, you can squirt and it won't matter. Like I said, it is fairly quiet. The rotation is louder and sometimes you can hear it, especially if you're in a really quiet space. The other thing is if you're sitting on a metal or wood chair that doesn't have like a cushion between you and that material, the metal or the fabric, or sorry, the metal or the wood, you can hear the vibrations. You can, because it kind of like echoes off of that very hard material. If there's like a cushion, you don't have anything to worry about. This is remote controlled. There is no app control. And for me, that is not a deal breaker, but I really wish it had app control. And this is something that I go back and forth on a lot. App control or remote control. What I've come to the where I've landed currently is I would actually prefer this if it had app control, because even though this remote is fairly small, if it's in my pocket, like you see me messing with it, and a lot of that is because like women's pants, women's jeans, they don't have very good pockets. They're not necessarily loose fitting, and so playing with this in my pocket, if I were controlling this with my partner or on my partner, that part kind of sucks. Whereas like nobody bats an eye if someone's on their phone at the store having fun. Nobody bats an eye. But if you see someone messing with a little remote in their pocket, like that might draw some further attention. So I do wish this was app controlled. It's not a deal breaker for me. I still really enjoyed it. We have not tested this on Cassie yet. However, I will update my review on my blog about it once we do, because this can be used by people with penises. This is enough of a neck and a change of shape that this can be inserted anally. This part sitting on the perineum would also provide a lot of stimulation. So if you're a trans girl, if you are a man, whatever, if you are someone who does not have a vulva and is looking for an anal friendly panty vibrator, this one is. It is. You just have to make sure that when you're inserting, you get that in properly, which is the same for vaginal use as well. But yeah, all you do, boop. This little bit is very flexible. It's super flexible. There is not a lot of flexibility with the neck. This part though does have a lot of flexibility, and the shape there is really great for if you have a clitoris. This part kind of pushes up against it and helps get you there. Which, on that note, getting you there. I was never able to actually achieve orgasm when using Swirlii, which is not at all a deal breaker for me. I actually don't mind that. A lot of the times when I was using Swirlii, even though I wasn't able to achieve orgasm, this did so much to help stimulate my body and get me excited that by the time I was done with this, whether I was done cleaning, done running errands, done laying in bed masturbating, whatever the case was, I was freaking feral. I was ready for pleasure. I was ready to go. I needed it. I wanted it. Gimme, 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 gimme. So I didn't mind that it never helped me achieve orgasm. I will say that it is pretty powerful, and I imagine that part of why it hasn't been able to help me achieve orgasm is because I've been going through medication changes, which have definitely had a very strong impact on my ability to orgasm, especially to orgasm easily or quickly. But it was really fun to play with. Even if it didn't help me achieve orgasm, I had a really good time playing with it. Like I said, my favorite way to use it was during strap-on topping. Public play, also fun. Doing housework, also fun. I do have a written review of Swirlii up on my blog on sydneyscreams.com, so you can check out more information about Swirlii. Yeah, this is overall a really good vibrator. I'm really impressed by it. I love it. I love it. Even though I didn't achieve orgasm, like I still love it. Check out Tracy'S dog Swirlii on their website, tracysdog.com. You do have to do a little digging for Swirlii, which is kind of annoying. I don't love Tracy'S dog website because you go to all toys and then you still have to navigate to another page to actually see all of their toys in one place, because this isn't available, or it doesn't show up on like the clitoral toys, it doesn't show up on the G-spot toys, it doesn't show up on the vibrator toys. You have to go into all toys, and then beneath the first like 6 or 8 toys that it displays, there's a full banner that then says all toys, and you have to click that to then find Swirlii. I think it's just kind of a pain in the ass for shopping. I don't enjoy that user experience. I think it's too many clicks to get to what I want. That's just personal preference, maybe. I think Tracy's dog could do a much better job making Swirlii easier to find. What do I know? I'm just a consumer. But yeah, this is Swirlii by Tracy's Dog. I think it runs for about $50, and it's not luxury, but it is a really good vibrator, especially at that price point. And I think a lot of people would enjoy playing with this. It also comes with a nice little storage bag. I like to keep it in there with the remote control. It fits, I swear it does. And then it just goes in one of my toy drawers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So let me know what you think about the Tracy's Dog Swirlii. Do you have one? What do you think? Have you played with it in other ways? I want to know. Please be free to leave comments. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.